Generator importation to attract 10 years jail term. Senate bill. A bill for an act of criminalize the importation, selling and usage of generators in Nigeria scaled the first reading on the floor of the Senate on Wednesday. The bill, sponsored by Senator Burma Henagi from Niger State, prescribes 10 years jail term for importers and sellers of generators. The bill is coming on the heels of energy crisis bedeviling the nation, as most parts of the country are currently experiencing erratic power supply. The sponsor said the essence of the proposed legislation was to curb the menace of environmental pollution and to facilitate the development of the power sector. The bill specifically states any person who imports generators or knowingly sells generators shall be guilty of an offense and be liable and conviction to be sentenced to imprisonment for a term not less than 10 years. The bill, however, excluded importers and sellers of generators meant to power essential services. The exemption includes generators meant to serve medical purposes in hospitals and nursing homes and healthcare facilities, airports, railway station, elevators, escalators, research institutions, and such facilities that require 24 hours electric power supply are also exempted. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, however, said the promoter of the bill did not capture the reality of the power situation in the country. Thus, it describes the proposition of unrealistic. The Director General LCCI, Dr. Muda Yusuf, speaking to one of our correspondents, noted that the heavy dependence by Nigerians on generators for electricity was a direct consequence of the failure of the power sector. He said power shortage was the biggest challenge facing Nigeria as a country, as it was taking a huge toll on businesses as well as on the welfare of the people. Yusuf said what Nigerians expected from the lawmakers was a proposal on how to urgently fix the problem of power and not restriction of generator imports. He said the proposition is not a realistic one. It does not show that its promoter is in touch with the reality of the power situation. Is it the fault of Nigerians that they have to rely on generators for power supply? Yusuf added that the heavy dependence on generators was a direct consequence of the failure of the power sector. Well, this is serious. Well, and in the first place, for this bill to be passed, I think I will commend the Senate. Well, and another thing is, as far as this country is concerned, there is no way they will be able to stop the usage of generator. Why? Because in the first place, there's no power supply in the country, and people need to survive. Because this, in fact, to me, it now sounds like this our so-called generator sellers do connive with the PHCN. Yes, in the sense that they will, I don't know, I think there are things they gain from that. They will just inform each other that, see, there shouldn't be, please make sure there is no light for some days so that we will be able to sell our generator. And at the same time, these so-called filling station at the same time. I think they will go to meet NEPA that CEO, because I think the three of them are working together. Don't bring light for the next weeks, so that we'll be able to sell our fuel, our petrol, so that things will go on for them. So I'm very sure they try to bribe each other, because the madness has been so much that most times there won't be light. When you try to check, okay, what is the reason why we are not having light? Nothing to tell. So this is becoming so bad that a lot of people just have to like depend on the usage of generator. And at the same time, this is on a welcome idea. But before you talk about the issue of banning generator and the rest of it, how can you ban importation of generator without enough megawatts generation that can cover the entire country? Because at the same time, we just noticed that we don't have enough megawatts that will even serve this generator plant in the country to go on for 24 hours. You can imagine. My wife is a Ghanaian. She traveled to Ghana some months back. She left Nigeria for Ghana. As in, when she got to Ghana, she was surprised that there was constant light. She was like, because she left Ghana a long time ago. So this last December, she just had to visit Ghana. She was like, she had to ask the people that, why is it, what happened? Don't they take light in this part of country? As in, what is happening? Since she has been here 4 days, light has not blinked. They were like, how do you mean? That any person that tries to tamper with electricity here will be jailed. You can imagine the level to which Ghanaians have built their power supply. She didn't believe until she stayed about 3 weeks. For that 3 weeks, he said there was no blink of light. Yet we said Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Can you imagine Ghana? You can't blink lights now. There's nothing like generator in that country. People don't even have the experience of generator. For what? As in, who want to sell it? Who want to buy? As in, there's no business for generator in that country. So what are we talking about? It's something that we can achieve in this country. In fact, it's a shame that our government, till now, a lot of atrocities. This is something that can be eradicated without anybody feeling the pain. Even the person selling will have other means of livelihood. But because they have made this they've made it like a normal thing. So a lot of people just embark on getting generator on a daily basis. People buying fuel. You don't even need to send NEPA. Now at the same time, when NEPA restores your light for for some days, the next thing you will hear is, the next thing they will bring is a kind of bill that even you yourself will like, when did I use this? You understand? When did I use this? This is so bad. So something needs to be done. Well, I would like to hear your take on this, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share for more updates. Thanks and God bless.